Hi, I'm Kit Vinsick. I'm a former pizza shop owner and foodie who loved all things gluten until I found out I have celiac disease and finally learned what was making me sick.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life. And today I have Kit Vinsick on the show today, and she has a show called Gluten Free Food Files. So tell me about, I'm so interested in this because I have a friend and her name is Jackie, I always say Goldstein. It's Goldstein, I always say Goldstein. But anyway, and she went from a size 12, I think, to a size 4, just cutting out gluten.
Wow, that's really interesting because a lot of times when people who are diagnosed with celiac disease go gluten-free, sometimes they will have a weight gain.
Really?
Because their body is able to absorb the nutrients even better, and because a lot of the gluten-free products have more fats in them. So that's a really great story.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Well, that's good to know too, because I thought that if you just cut out gluten, you just automatically lost weight. So that's not true.
No. And for me,
good.
When I was first diagnosed, I think I gained about, I want to say 5 to 8 pounds while I was making the transition.
Wow. Okay, so tell us a little bit about this.
About being diagnosed with
Yes.
celiac disease? Well, as a foodie and a food lover, that was one of my worst nightmares. I mean, I didn't even know that I could have it as a nightmare because I wasn't as familiar with it as many other
No, and
conditions
I'm
people
not.
can
So
have.
give me some background on the disease.
Okay, so for a person with celiac disease, if they ingest the protein that is in wheat, barley, or rye, it will cause an immune response, and it can damage their lower or small intestine.
Ah, now how did you find that out? You're just having stomach issues?
I was really sick for a long time. I had a plethora of different issues that were going on over a long period of time, and I used to own a pizzeria, and eventually I sort of tracked it back to that's when things started, when I gained ownership. So I was eating wheat every single day.
Wow.
And I'd been through lots of testing, and I finally got a stomach biopsy yet again, and they thought to test for celiac and called me, and I was not the happiest camper.
Wow. Now, how does somebody get this? Is this something that you inherit? Is this something that comes from just overloading your body with wheat, or?
It's hereditary. It's a
Okay.
genetic disorder. So,
Okay.
yeah. And so I encourage any family with a member of the family, it's a first degree member, so brother, sister, mother, father, you have a 1 in 10 chance of having celiac or developing celiac. Sometimes it doesn't always show up right away. So I would encourage anybody with a family member who has celiac to get tested.
Ah, yeah.
Because it can change your quality of life tremendously. My
Wow.
quality of life has, I don't get sick every single time I eat anymore.
Wow. That's
So-
awesome. So tell me about the show. Obviously, that's why you started the show and inspired it.
Yeah.
So what kind of things and what kind of things do you cook on the show?
Well, I get to cook whatever the chef at the restaurant cooks, whatever their specialty is. And typically, when we shot it in New York City, it was some of my favorite places to visit. So it would be something that I really liked or thought was really challenging to cook. For instance, at Meal 5 Bakery, we did Ispain. I hope I'm saying that right, Chef Olivier. So it's macarons with a buttercream and lychee and raspberries, and it is an insanely
I'm so
intense
hungry
process.
right now. So you just teach them how to make that without the gluten, or is that they already?
Well, I
They're-
go to places that are either gluten-free facilities or
Okay, and
they
you kind of
offer something gluten-free.
showcase them.
Yeah, and then I go in and I get to learn how to make the product.
Wow.
So, I mean, I have a food background, but I'm not a chef. So I'm always wanting to learn and bring home into my own kitchen.
So it's educational for you as
Oh,
well.
yeah, definitely.
Ah, that's awesome.
I'm like, how did you do this? What is happening here? So in Atlanta, I'm looking to do the Atlanta edition and searching for restaurants, people who are celiac, their favorite restaurants, suggestions of those, and any home cooks, and especially caterers.
Okay.
Because when I'm on set, as an actor or a director or host, it can be really challenging, and I'll oftentimes bring an entire day's food.
Right.
Meals, snacks, everything. And so I want to see how caterers sort of handle that, the food allergies, not just celiac, but vegan, and peanut allergies and such.
It's such a great way to just experiment too. Like I can just see, how you would get so into the show and just wanting to do different things. How do people get in touch with you if they're interested, like being on the show or being part of the show?
Well, I would say they can comment on this video.
Okay.
And tag me in the comment. Or they can contact foldedleafproductions@gmail.com.
Okay, awesome. So you are also, we're going to talk about being a woman in the film industry, and it's a great topic because we're women. What would you find, what are some challenges for women?
I think the challenges for women are, number one, we face the same challenges that anyone else in the industry is going to face. So it's getting exposure, it's getting booked, it's being taken seriously. And then the second layer of challenges are we're women and we're underrepresented. So it's gaining that respect and coming to the table and bringing something to the table and bringing our education to the table so that we can represent ourselves in a positive way. And that's a really big topic for me. I've sat on some women in film panels, and just being able to bring our knowledge and be able to show that women can hold their own, women can excel, women can do anything. And so that's a really important part of it.
Yes, we are human beings. It's funny. One of our guests recently said, Mike Byers. He said that asked him, what drives him. He's a musician, and he said that he said that the audience drives him, but he said just being at a point that he's taken seriously, that's such a rewarding thing. I think everybody in life wants that.
And it's confidence building.
Right.
I mean, once you book the next thing and the next thing, and you know that you're speaking the same language with your crew or your actors, it really is something that helps you continue building and creating that snowball effect.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's hit on really quick women and, it's not just women, but body image.
Oh my gosh, body image for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's something that I've been facing. I've faced it for a long time. I've always struggled with my weight. I've always had to be really careful what I eat, really careful about making sure I stay active. And I've been facing a little weight gain lately. So it's a big topic
I faced
for me.
it last year. I'm trying to shed it.
Where are you
It's
at?
tough.
Where are you at in your journey right now?
Well, we've been really active in the gym since March, and so I'm shrinking down a little bit, but it's just I had to get in the gym. I was just not. I've always been pretty active in the gym, and when I got really embedded in my studio, it's so easy to just get busy, and you're so tired.
Yeah.
I
mean, you're putting all your energy on so many other things, and at the end of the day or the beginning of the day,
Right.
to make it into the gym. And that was a big one for me, just getting in there, doing the exercises that I'm given. And I have made a bunch of rules for myself over the years. So some of them are things like positive self-talk, don't punish yourself, reward yourself, don't rush, and don't panic. That's my number one.
Yeah, because with anything else, you have to give yourself time to. Your body has to make that adjustment. You have to give them, and that's so hard. This is for you, for being a gift in life, for coming on the show and sharing yourself. I think it's so important. I love the way that people are supporting this show, and I think it has a really great purpose and a great mission, and it's through you guys. I mean, I'm just a vessel. It's through you guys and your experience. So thank you so much. If you have any advice to give to a young person, we talked about body image, we talked about women in film, so you're welcome to recap on that. But just what advice would you give to a young person wanting to get more?
I would say
have more.
I would say to a young person or any person in our industry, or this could apply to anyone, is do not ever let anyone define who you are. Only you define who you are. And if you know who you are and you know where you're going and what you're about, then nothing can stop you.
Yeah, I love it. And really defining what you want in life.
Yeah.
There are some people that they want to do it as a hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. There's some people that want to do it as a career, and you just have to know what you want, and go strong down that path.
Once you set those goals, don't let anything get in your way, and take all of the things that could potentially be, things that might be roadblocks, and make those into bridges. That's what I say.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much.
Hold on one sec. I do have a gift for you.
Yes.
I have a little spray. I made a line of these sprays and oils for my sister's spa in New York.
Now, do you sell these?
Recently opened. She sells them. It's at
love it.
Unwind Boutique Nail Spa in Kingston, New York, where I'm from.
Okay.
So I'm really proud to have been able to help her and have a line of, I call them Apatha Gypsy.
Oh, that
on the
is
wall there in
so
New York.
nice. Well, thank you very, very, very much. That smells great.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions for Kit, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to be involved in her project, please let her know. And we hope this segment educated and inspired you.